If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just speak love and watch the smiles come, bring my spirits up. There's some shit I like to fix, but I still know that I'm blessed.
Welcome to my kitchen, welcome to my music. I'm making something I rarely make because Bobby doesn't like it, but I'm in the mood, so I'm gonna make some. Hopefully I'll make it so he'll eat a little. I'll make it good enough. Macaroni salad. And the reason I'm starting while I'm still boiling the water is because this recipe calls for green peas. So this water has 3 more minutes to boil for the noodles, so let's add the peas, green peas in. And of course, as always, I'm variating the recipe a little bit. This recipe calls for radish, which I don't eat radish. And just some different things you'll see I'm altering. The noodles are cooling. I don't want to start adding anything until it's had time to cool, but I want to keep it moving along. So the Japanese green onions were pre-chopped. This is when I harvest them outside from our container garden. I put them in there. I've chopped the olives and the onions. I'm just going to keep all this in this Tupperware until I add it. Once this cools, I'll add this vinaigrette, which is a lovely vinaigrette. It has like a whole garlic clove in there. I don't know if you guys can see that clove. Garlic clove floating in there. There it is. So I'm just like for my potato salad, I'm going to put that on first and let it kind of soak in for flavoring. And then of course I'll be adding these veggies I showed you. For seasoning, I also will use black pepper, some sea salt. That's almost all gone too. A little bit of basil, parsley, celery. Salt, I don't like celery, so I'm not putting celery in it, but celery salt. Actually, last minute addition, I'm gonna do some of the nutritional yeast because this recipe did call for cheese and I don't have any, so that'll give it a little bit of the cheese flavor. I'm gonna add the last of my sweet relish here, might as well use that up. The last of the stone ground mustard and the vegan mayo. So that is what I'll be doing. And I'll be back to show you how it all comes together. All right, that is chilled. Make sure it's chilled all the way. You don't want to add stuff when the noodles are still warm. So I'm gonna coat it in the house vinaigrette now. Guess I might as well just finish it. Finish it off. There's that garlic in there I was telling you about. There's that garlic. All right, so let's mix this in and let this coat on the noodles, and then I'm gonna let it chill some more before I add all the rest of the goodness. All right, time to add the seasonings. I already did the sea salt because it's a grinder and it takes 2 hands. So now we're gonna do some black pepper, and I like black pepper quite a bit. So I put more than most people would, probably. Celery salt, I don't love it, but I like the flavor, so we're just gonna do a small dash of that. Whoa, that was more than I wanted. Basil leaves, they're pretty mild, but I don't want to overpower the taste, so sprinkle some of that in. A little bit of parsley flake. And then lastly, the nutritional yeast, and I want to pop it open from this side so I can get more of it out. All right, so that's all the seasonings, and now I'm gonna add the 3 liquid type items and mix it all in. All right, there's everything. I'm gonna mix it all in. My son's coming over later, and I told him I was making macaroni salad and that he should take some because Bobby won't help me eat it. He says, heck yeah, that sounds good. So let me get it all mixed in, and by the time he comes, it'll be chilled. Fill this up for him, and he can have some now and take some home. So my multitasking almost got me in trouble. My son's here, and I was scooping his up, and I was like, it needs a little this, it needs a little that, and then I realized I hadn't put any of these other vegetables in. So now, this will be better. There's the finished product.
If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just be love and watch the smiles come.
Thanks for watching.
Bring my spirits up.
Don't forget to stop and smell the flowers.
There's some shit I